members of the faculty, and to my fellow classmates and their loved ones. I'm borrowing a quote that I once read. You know the future is really happening when you start feeling scared. So here we are, the day that we've all been waiting for, our very own white coat ceremony. It's such a sweet, bittersweet day for me because it symbolizes the beginning and an end of a very important part of my life. To be honest, I thought that I would come up here and just wing whatever I was going to say, but I started to think about the day. I reflected back on the day that forever changed my life. I called my UOP counselor and decided that I would enroll in the MSN program. At first, I was going to take the easier and faster route and just get my master's in nursing. My counselor expressed that if I take the FNP and just get my master's, it would take more time and be a more difficult path to pursue. And the minute that I heard some apprehension and doubt in his voice, something inside me yelled, "Challenge accepted." That being said, the FNP program at UOP was brutally intense. It is not unlike any other nursing program as far as time management and dedication with assignments and studying, but the intensity was cranked up a few notches. I know that I'm totally a different person now than I was coming in 3 years ago. I've learned so much about so much. The biggest thing that I learned, and I'm probably speaking for a lot of us here, is that we only get one trip around this rock, so we might as well enjoy it. People have asked me, how in the world was it possible to go back to school, continue work, and still have a life? The biggest push for me is sitting right over there. I know that the sacrifices that I have made over the last couple of years, having to work on papers and studying for tests, was all for this big reward right here. Sure, I was miserable when I would hear Mel and my kids laughing in the other room while I'm trying to memorize a darn mnemonic for cranial nerves. But as a parent, you want more for your kids than what you have. I want them to be more successful than their parents. So here I am setting the bar high. I know that they might not understand all the sacrifices that I have made for them now, but in time, I know that they appreciate my hard work. To everyone that has touched my life, I say thank you. To the biggest supporters through this journey, my loving husband, Mel, my beautiful children, Justin and Alexis. Without you, there would be no purpose to me being here. To my parents who never stopped believing in me and stood by me no matter what. To my brother and sister, who are the best aunt and uncle to my kids, I thank you for taking my kids away from me before I killed myself. To our teachers who tried to instill in us the passion for learning, I thank you. To my friends who were always there when I needed some sushi and sake in my life. And to my classmates, last but not least, my colleagues, my second family. From late night study sessions and everything in between, you have made a permanent mark in my heart, and I will never ever forget you. If even half the people I encounter after I leave here are anything like my UOP classmates, I know I'll have nothing to worry about. We did it. It's certainly a huge milestone, and I'm very proud of all of us. And I'm sure most of us will remember this day, or if not the night after, clearly for the rest of our lives. Sincerely and from the bottom of my heart, I thank you.
Well, after that, I think one of the things that, when I first met my wife, obviously the first thing I thought was how beautiful she was. And as the years have gone by, of all the times that the decades that she's been going to school and working, and going back to school and working, and going back to school and working, I think one of the things that I noticed the most as a nurse, a lot of the patients that she's encountered with and she's dealt with have all enjoyed and appreciated what she's done for them. And I think one of her strong points obviously is she's smart and one of the most intelligent people that I've known. And I think that the patients that she works with are going to definitely see that in the future. And I think you're going to have no problem succeeding in this.
have